Hello everybody, I am Moldy, and this is Dead Rising once again. And we still have time before we can progress the main story. And that time gives us an opportunity to take another shot at the gun store guy. Which I should probably have at least a handgun or two on me before I try to do that, but I don't. I've only got my fists and a whole lot of wine, because alcohol makes everything better. Now, let's just clear these walking corpses out of the way. Crying shame that I can't grab all the guns that are right there in front of me and use them. And yeah, that might just be a cardboard cutout of a gun floating there, hanging by wires. But whatever. And now the moment where Frank decides to just be stupid and not immediately move after shaking that bastard off of him. But let's just see how he is gone. Gun store guy is gone. You cannot be serious. But at least I got me some shotguns. Got some shotguns and wine. Now we're talking. And here I was thinking I'd be able to, have something to do while I wait. But nope. Even that has its time and place. And that time has passed. Well, at least I can put this shooty gun to use. That's fun now, isn't it? There you go. Cleaning out the hallways. Oh look, you're still alive, because I blew your leg off. Bam, baby! I'll just tear you all apart with a goddamn shotgun. Whee! I like shooting things. Look at me, a true blue American. What's this now? Frank, I've been trying every password I can think of, but I haven't had any luck so far. If only I had some sort of clue. I suppose it's foolish to expect you to be able to help. Sorry to bother you. Give me some time and I'll see what I can do. What about Carlito's locket? Maybe that's the clue she needs. Yeah. Took you long enough to think that that locket might have been a clue. Now, let's just hand it on over to her.
He's dead.
Oh.
Kinda thought it might happen.
All he worried about was you in the end. But damn it! He died without telling me a damn thing. You know, I thought he was terrorist scum. But in the end, all he really cared about was his sister. Jerk. Here. He wanted you to have this.
Pachamama.
Well, there you are. You're
Did you
in.
figure it out?
Pachamama. Mother Earth.
So how did it take you
Our
that long to
parents
think
said
of it?
that a lot.
Yeah, if your parents said it a lot, you probably should have thought about that real
Place we
fast.
Santa Cabeza was blessed with nature. Please believe me when I say my brother didn't want all this. He only wanted to live in peace in Santa Cabeza.
Damn, your parents were hot too. Like I said before, your whole family's hot, ain't they? You're hot, your brother's hot, your parents are hot, your grandparents are hot. All cases closed, but they're all hot. So what now? I know he was wrong. He harmed too many innocents and thought only of himself. Even so, God, Carlito. Well, maybe I'll make my way back to the security room, see what Jesse has to say about all this.
Frank, the emergency line's been freed up. I'll give headquarters a call. Hang on.
DHS headquarters.
This is Agent Jessica McCarney. We have an emergency situation.
Now, what do you think they're gonna do when they find out about zombies infesting the mall? Something tells me it ain't an agreeable sort of plan. What with the National Guard roping off the city, you go telling Department of Homeland Security something big's going down here involved with this shit. I don't think they're gonna be too keen on pulling people out of here alive. You know how the government is covering up their bullshit. Wait, where am I going? I'm heading toward the grocery store, aren't I? Oh, something's happening again.
Frank, it's over. HQ's decided to ignore us.
What? What do you mean, ignore us?
I contacted headquarters, but the government has decided to deny all knowledge of what happened here. Special forces will arrive for cleanup at midnight. They'll take everyone out. Zombies, people, everyone.
Well, shit. Basically, exactly what I just said was going to happen is happening. They don't want people knowing they made a zombies happen. And now they're gonna kill everyone who knows. Well, it would seem that the shit has officially hit the fan. I'm pretty sure this way gets me to Wonderland Plaza, where I can go into the women's bathroom and take a shortcut back to Paradise Plaza. Unless I'm remembering this place wrong, and if that's the case, I should probably take a look at the goddamn map. Okay, I'm heading the right way then. I just head up this way and take this right here. And that'll get me to where I need to go. And hopefully I can get there before midnight because I don't want to get caught up in the Special Forces raid as I make my way there. Because remember way earlier in the series when I was mentioning that there's going to be some very dangerous enemies that I wanted better grab attacks to take care of? Well, that's what the Special Forces are. They are those enemies that I was talking about. Heavily armed, very durable enemies that usually come in groups that you can instantly kill with grab attacks, unless that was changed in a patch that I just never played, because back when I played this game years ago, it was on an Xbox 360 with no internet connection and therefore no way of downloading any patches that would change the way the game is played. But having access to shotguns and such from the gun store would make it easier to deal with them, but I just used up all my ammo. Anyway, let's quickly get on back to the security room to see what's going on with Jesse after I punch this dude to death. Stop living! Well, fine. You get to die that way. I wanted to give you a nice little punchy death, but no. There you go. Now, how exactly does the double lariat do more damage than a regular punch? Hold that
Jessica
thought.
McCartney? Talk about your close calls. You contacted us just in time. Your boss thought we should have a talk with you before the operation begins. We'll be taking you into custody. If you sign an agreement to keep your mouth shut about all this, you'll be free to go.
Oh boy. That is very bad. Yep. Jesse done gone zombie. Not sure if she got infected by Barnaby or by some other means, but that is what has become of Jesse. Another friend is gone. First we lost Brad, and now Jesse. But we still have Isabella, and good old Frank West. Frank will be able to find a way out of here. Well, he's got the... That sounds like gunfire. Way out in the distance.
Jesse?
No response. But Frank still do have that helicopter coming. He got a way out. He's just gotta hold out until it shows up. And... Hello? Well, that dude's dead. Might want to smash their heads in before they get up and start shambling around. Oh, I think he knows what happened now. And... Alright, I'm in control. Grab a picture of that.
Good.
Couple of dead special forces. And there she is. Over here, lady! Stay down. And, yep, I missed. Well, now stay down. Okay, that gotcha. And got a picture of you, and there's that achievement. So, I'ma save right here. And then try to make my way back to Carlito's hideout before the special forces show up in force. Because once they get here, navigating the mall is going to become a lot more difficult. What with them wandering around looking for things to shoot, I do not want to be one of those things available for them to shoot. So, I better fucking book it. Gotta get back to the North Plaza as quick as possible so that I can save right there in Carlito's hideout. And then I just gotta hold up in there until like maybe an hour or two until the helicopter arrives. And then I come back to the security room. That is definitely a thing that you need to do. Because if you try to make your way back to the security room and hold out there, and then you go back to the helipad at the right time, it won't give you the good ending. Even if you're standing right there on the helipad, as the clock ticks down to 0, it'll show a cutscene where the helicopter pilot's over there on a different building looking at the mall with binoculars, and he doesn't see you standing there. He's like, well, if you're dead, you're dead. And then a zombie comes up and gets him. Even if you're standing there, where he can plainly see you, it's fucking bullshit. And it really pissed my brother off years ago when we played this game. Because he made it that far, and he saved right there in the security room without enough time left to make it back to the fucking hideout. And he couldn't get to and from and all that happy shit, and it just completely ruined the file for him. But also, I don't remember if it actually says anywhere in-game that you should wait in the hideout for the special forces to leave. Even if it does, it's probably done through one of those text boxes at the bottom of the screen. And back when we played this game years ago, it was on an old CRT TV. And that doesn't sound like it should have any bearing on anything, but this game was made, one of the first of its kind, actually, to be played specifically on an HD TV. And when played on an old CRT, them text boxes are incredibly tiny and damn near unreadable. So if it was said that way, there's no way we could have read it. And we ended up looking up online what was wrong. And eventually, we did it. But the point is, we were fucking pissed. Now let's just hobble our way back into the hideout. Get out of my way, you son of a bitch. Let me just walk on your heads. Oh, he wasn't close enough for me to put my foot into his head. That's fine. We're back in Safety Town. Carlito's hideout. And, yep, we still got some time to spare before special forces show up. So I'm gonna save. And then I might dick around some until they show up. And then I'll probably show off fighting them some, and then the rest of the big amount of time we have left is going to be spent waiting in here. Total and complete destruction. Oh god. That's all she has to say. But anyway, we gotta wait for special forces to show up. And then I might try to fight some of them. Might. Oh, here we go. Special forces have arrived. Well, they got their first kill. Well, shit is now officially going down. Now, back to drinking that little bit of wine I was about to drink, and that wine that fell out of the box before is now a shovel. That's great. And I'm gonna want to pop into the security, not the security room, the hideout real quick and save before I go try to fight them dudes, because, like I said before, I distinctly remember them being very tough.
The military.
Yep, military. That's what it sounds like.
They'll come, won't they?
Yeah, I guess the gunfire wasn't a dead giveaway.
Just like Santa Cabeza. The government wants to cover this up too.
If we can slip out, we can expose they dirty asses. Now, what you gotta say? Nothing's changed at all. They'll never admit it was their fault. They didn't. At Santa Cabeza. She's right. If we die here, the evidence will be covered up and the truth will stay in the shadows forever. Nothing will change. That's why we've got to survive. We'll let the military do their... let the military do their work and then we'll move. I guess that's the clue that you need to wait in the hideout until they clear out. Which they do 1 hour before the helicopter arrives. But only if you're in the hideout at that time. Because if you're out there when that time comes, nothing changes. They're all just in there. Zombies, military, everybody doing day shit. And now we've got a big bunch of time to go until the fucking thing happens. And that's probably just gonna go passing by off camera because it's a very long time to wait. Now you come to Papa! There we go, Special Forces defeated. Fortunately, that dude was all on his own. Machine gun! And those dudes usually come in like groups of 3, sometimes more. So that one was pretty easy to take on. And yep, there's another one. Take that, army dude. Oh, he shot me. Come to Papa! And throw him. Yep, they still die instantly from that. And they are a great source of PP. So I will probably go off camera to kill the time that I have. To kill the time that I have to before the next episode starts up. And like open it up right as they're about to clear out. While I try to scrape another level or 2 out of this. But I want to take down at least another 1 or 2 of those guys on camera. Preferably in a group. Yep, there's a group, which makes the grab attacks a lot less effective because they are prone to being interrupted by bullets. Oop. Speaking of, there's them bullets right there. Yep. I'll just... Oop. Did I get shot from over that way by the meat counter? No. Except yes. That's where they are. And... Oh, you didn't grab him like I told you to grab him. Now, start spinning. Alright, there we go. You fall down. Stop shooting me for a second while he comes to Papa. Okay, I got a level out of that. What did I learn? New skill, come on. What's that skill? I mastered the hammer throw. That's a useful throw against these dudes. Oh, I'm down. But when they take you down, you don't actually die. They steal all your clothes and tie you up in a helicopter. And then you can try to squirm your way out while they patrol back and forth. And if they see you trying to squirm out, they knock you right the fuck out. And it takes a big chunk of time away from you. Now, oh, don't you look at me. Yeah, he's looking. That dude on the left is looking. Come on, look away. Stop watching me. Don't be watching like a hawk. That's just rude. Alright, they're looking away. Squiggly wiggly. I'm all red now. Whoop. Don't you look at me. I'm wiggling. Gotta catch my breath. Don't you look at me. I wiggle a little bit, but it ain't enough to get your attention. Come on, there you go. I'm a wiggly little boy. No, sir, I ain't no wiggling over here. Yep, wiggly, 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 squiggly, diggly, diggly, higgly, giggly, biggly, higgly, lily, lip. He's watching closely, and I wiggled free. And each time you get caught, it gets harder and harder to escape. But you can see why I wanted to avoid fighting them without a way of taking them down effectively. And I'm also gonna not save because I want to actually have my clothes back when I go to start playing this again. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm all out of time for this episode, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.